Chat. Hey neighbors, welcome to the shed shop in this edition of How To. In this video, I'm gonna install, I'm tired. I'm gonna build an MS250 start to finish for you, and we're gonna see how fast we can do it. And then hopefully, I'll be able to turn it into a short and super speed. Do you mind if I have a coffee before we get started, bosses? Thanks. Neighbors, today is Saturday, December... Damn, don't you guys love how I always gotta look? And I've done several videos, but it just changed days. It's 3 a.m. Hey, my neighbors that like to say I'm on meth because I work on saws in the middle of the night. Oh, shit, I forgot. Deep six that shit, Rob Weaver. Okay, I really hope I set everything up. We are literally gonna start with our motor, okay? So, you know what I don't have? See, I didn't. There's no bearing for this. I don't know what Dion did with it. Damn it, now I gotta pause you. Okay, neighbors, I found one. We're good to go. So, let's go ahead and get some oil on it and put it in real quick. Just put some oil on it, 2-stroke oil. You can use a little tiny bit of grease too, that will work. Okay. We'll go ahead and get our piston set up here. Get our rings on it. Okay, there's that one. Let's go ahead and get one of our clips in. You know, neighbors, I spent $100 on this tool you see in front of you, and Stihl did me dirty. They make the tool, and it doesn't quite work right. I struggled with this a little bit, and I had to use needle nose, even though I have a $100 tool. There we are, that's that. Get our wrist pin back out to there. Put our wrist pin on, or put our piston on. Arrow facing the exhaust side. There we are. Use our drift to push that all the way in. Okay, there's that. Let's get our next clip in. I wish my magnet would stay still on this. I've tried different things to get this to stay in, but the problem is it deforms the tool. And anything else I use, like any kind of adhesive or anything, just doesn't last very long. Okay, like so. Yeah, usually this kind of slides into a little bit of a groove there on the steel pistons. On these Meteors, sometimes it just doesn't work. Like on this one, it's not going to work. Nope. Don't pop out, please. See, that's why you shouldn't buy specialty tools on certain things. Usually works great, but not always. Okay, at least we got them in. Make sure, verify my pistons right. Next, let's do our crankshaft seals. Okay, we're going to fill the cavity with grease, as the service manual says to do. My little grease gun is empty, so it's going to be really messy with this thing, but that's okay. The big thing is to clean the outside of your seal. You want to get all the grease off of that. So I usually do that once I put it on the crankshaft. Okay, on this side, I'm just going to be very careful not to hit my flywheel key. And if you notice, as I tell you guys, the dust lip, coat the dust lip with grease, so it gets a good start on the shaft. I didn't install bearings. These bearings are good, so I didn't take them off. So it's not 100,000% of full assembly. Just like I didn't take the oil pump out of the chassis. A couple of different things. But AB mounts are off. Those are the things that can take forever. Damn. Just don't understand why I have this kind of luck. These don't ever come off this damn hard. Holy shit. Where are you guys going? Damn. See? Even you guys don't want to stay. You said, fuck this. This guy's luck is so bad I can't handle it. These usually come right off. Damn. Okay. Again, fill the cavity with grease. This is messy ass grease on these little O-rings. That's okay though. That's why I got my towel there. Plus it was there so I could see my clips. I lose them on this black thing a lot. Careful not to scrape this on your threads. And then sometimes I can get it over this thing and sometimes I can't. If not, I use a piece of tin. I can. The spring did not pop out. Okay. Get that off real good. You don't want any grease on this thing because it can cause you not to have a seal there and you'll have an air leak. And you neighbors know, air leaks have come to seek, kill, and destroy your chainsaw and small engine equipment. There we are. That one's good. That one's good. Okay. Set that aside. Put our clip back on as soon as we put our tool away. See? This damn magnet, man, just nightmare. Everything in my life, I buy good shit and it still sucks. Just can't believe it, you know? You think maybe it's just because I don't buy the good stuff. No, I buy good stuff and I still have bad luck that it breaks. Goes wrong. Just have the shittiest luck in the world, honestly, neighbors. It's crazy. Okay, got my cylinder here. Got my engine pan. Get our grease out of the way. And we're going to use our Honda Bond. And go ahead and coat both of these. You just need a thin coat. Too much is better than not enough. But too much is just as bad or worse than not enough. The most important part you want extra is right here at on the pan where the seal comes up. Where it meets. Right there. Okay. I have air leaks there. I used to get them a lot. Every once in a while I mess up and I don't get enough in there and I'll get a small air leak. And I have to go backwards. Which it seems in my life lately, I have to go backwards quite frequently, no matter how meticulous I am on the job. And it can be very discouraging. But I'm just going to keep trying, neighbors. What else am I supposed to do? Everybody goes hungry in the house if I don't work. I don't want my uncle and Dion to go hungry. My uncle might deserve to go hungry because he's a lazy ass. And milking it real bad. Taking advantage. I sat there and told him and Dion, I do not have money to buy you guys snacks anymore. Because normally I try real hard to make sure they have things that make their life better. Whether it's bad for them or not. I mean, Dion really likes chips. And so chips are expensive. But I try real hard because he works hard to get him chips. And I said, as you notice, I have snacks. But I really shouldn't be buying that. We don't have money for it. But I told my uncle he's addicted to soda. And I told him I can no longer afford to buy the soda. That it wasn't a punishment or anything. I just could not afford anything that's not necessity for food right now. Okay? The other day we go to Walmart because I had to buy him some sneakers. And he asked me to buy him sugar-free Klondikes. And it's like, he doesn't think that it was wrong of him to ask and that I should have just gave him a simple no. Well, he knows I don't like to say no. See, this is the thing. He knows how I am. He knows my personality. And it was wrong of him and selfish and inconsiderate to put me in a position to have to say no. Okay? And then also, if I didn't say no, to put me in a position where I'm spending $6 or $7 on ice cream that only he likes, number one, because Dion doesn't like it. I'll eat them. I don't mind them. But, you know, to put me in that position to spend that money that we don't have if I don't want to say no. And he just cannot comprehend the fact that it was selfish and inconsiderate. He still doesn't think so. You know? He just doesn't agree that it was selfish or inconsiderate. And that's why his character will never change. Because he doesn't think he's selfish and inconsiderate. If you can't acknowledge your chitty character, I'm just making sure I got my areas covered good. If you can't acknowledge your chitty character, you're never going to change. Okay? Arrow towards our exhaust. Let's make sure our rings are turned where their gaps are on the pins. And this one usually slips right in without too much effort. Oh, you know what? I didn't do no two-stroke oil. Did us dirty, neighbors. You want to have a little 2-stroke oil. I don't like going in dry. Don't do it dry, neighbors. You'll rub it raw. You don't want to do that to your chainsaw. Okay, let's try again here. Okay. Arrow toward the exhaust. Ring turned over on us. Straighten out there. Come on. Damn. Okay. Just push that clip or the ring in. Okay, I think we're there. Nope, something's caught somewhere. Damn, I think my ring turned off the fucking pin. Are you kidding me? It did. It turned off the damn pin. Unbelievable. You see, you guys, I try so hard. I really am trying. It's just terrible luck. Damn it. Come on. What are you caught on? There we go. Okay. Make sure everything is in the right place. Our rings aren't too far in. Good. There we go. Straighten out that crankshaft seal. Okay. Put our engine pan on. And this is a little space for your oiler. That's how you know which way it goes. That always goes toward your crank or your clutch side. Okay, put that on. Make sure our rings are still, our seals are still straight. They are. We will mount this on our chassis. This shit is in my way. I really should have put the intake boot on first, but that's okay. Slide that right in there. It is easier to get the intake boot on before you do all that, but it's not that hard on this saw. On other saws, it's a lot harder. Okay, put our 4 crankshaft bolts on. I do not use Loctite on these because I've never seen them rattle out. The reason I don't use Loctite is because I have had it hit the Permatex. Unless I pre-Loctite it and let it dry up enough, I've had it hit the Permatex and actually cause an air leak in my seal. Shit. Okay, now I've snugged that up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait just a couple minutes, let those kind of seal together. And while I do that, I'm going to put in an oil line. Which, damn it, neighbors, see, I don't have an oil line right here. I should have had one. It should be with the saw. I don't know why this saw is missing so much stuff, but I got an 025 down here. And hopefully it's got its oil line. Or at least, of course, go figure, at least the filter. I'm not quite sure why Dion has been washing saws and a lot of stuff is coming up missing out of the saws. I don't know where it's going. I see no oil tube here. So, unfortunately, yeah, the video is going to get paused. It is what it is. I'm going to have to pause, you guys, because I don't have an oil line. I've got to dig up a filter. I've got new oil lines, but I'm going to have to dig up a filter or pickup. I don't have any more pickups new. Did myself dirty, you guys. This doesn't have an oil line. It's already in the tank. What a fool I am. Okay, so let's see. We'll go ahead and put our intake boot on. There's a little notch here to help you keep it centered, okay? Now, this is a common place. These damn saws get air leaks. This one is in excellent condition. Normally, I replace these because that's what holds your boot on, but I really strongly recommend you do this here, okay? Just coat the inside of this very lightly with some Yamabon or gasket maker, because these things just tend to have air leaks there. You'd be surprised how many damn 025s and MS250s I get that are roached, and you can tell it was running in a lean condition based on the piston scoring. And you vac pressure test it before you disassemble it, and it's got an air leak right there. Okay, and then usually the clutch side crankshaft seal goes out as well because the air leak is causing the saw to run hot. Okay, so we'll do that. Make sure this bad boy is centered. I put my bottom on first. It's very centered. Put that baby up there. We'll just hold it for a minute. The other thing is I'm out of the smaller O-rings, so I have to use a Chino one. I normally use OEM O-rings on the gas caps, and I don't use aftermarket gas caps. They suck. They all suck. I don't like any of them personally. Even the twist-ons, I just don't like them. I don't like the seals on them, really, is what it is. Okay, I'm a little off-centered. I'm glad I saw that. Okay, and then the shroud will go on. And this is why it tends to be easier to do this before. Usually the shroud is easier to get on. That one went pretty good, surprisingly. The shroud's usually easier to get on. Okay, I just want to let that Yamabond sit a little bit longer, so we'll go ahead and do our chain tensioner. Put grease in this cavity back here, and then on the gears. Okay. Some of them have a little O-ring in them. The bigger saws usually have an O-ring, and there's a post that it sits on. This one does not have that. Okay. Put that bad boy in. Hopefully. It's a little misaligned there. There we are. Okay. And I don't necessarily think I need to Loctite a lot of stuff on these 250s, so they don't vibrate all that bad. They're only a 46cc saw. Plus, I really honestly don't feel like shaking the shit out of that Loctite tonight. I hurt so bad. Okay, there we are. Now I'm going to go ahead by hand and finish tightening up my cylinder bolts. Crisscross pattern here, neighbors. Whoops. I hope that didn't just break and my wrench slipped. There we are. And we'll just go one more round just to make sure they're good. A little bit more on that one. That one's good. Good. And good. Okay. Let's go ahead and do our chain brake handle. Actually, you know what? Let's do our rear. No, let's do our chain brake handle first. Okay, so got all my chain brake parts here. You take your lever. This has a flat spring in it, and I didn't check the condition. Okay, it's very good. These get worn right here, and your chain brake handle will flop around. I bought like 20 of them when I found out with John Luna that was causing the issue with my saws. Okay, and then take your arm, put it in here in the groove, line that circle up, start it on the post, make sure it's not going to hit your spring, bring that over that way. Whoops. Check, I put my arm in backwards. Damn, guys. Try again. There we are. That should work better. Butter, little butter. Ah, there we go. Okay. Now it's hitting my spring, damn it. There we go. Come on. There we are. Okay, and then you have this little spacer. And then you have your arm. This is called the arm. It slides on here, slides over onto your post. Put your little E-clip on. Okay, that's it. That for now. Now I'll go ahead and put my stuff on over here, because then we can put our chain brake band on. Okay, so that goes there, and then this is top. This is called a rotor washer. On your 025s, unless it's a newer model, you won't have this. Okay, just like the 029s, unless it's a newer model, you won't have that. Put our clutch on. Okay, get a piston stop here, so I don't have to use rope. Actually, sorry, no, I'm going to use rope. Those things tend to break. Okay, that's good for now. Set that up for when we need it for our flywheel with a 13 mil. Okay. Sprocket. Got a brand new sprocket here from our China neighbors. The reason I use aftermarket sprockets is because the price of OEM versus this, even though you might have to replace these a little bit more frequently, in the long run, you're going to save money doing China sprockets on most saws. I don't know that I would recommend a guy on a professional saw that logs all day to do this, because he doesn't want to constantly change them. But okay, these come with metal bearings. I usually still like the plastic ones better. I don't know, they just seem better to me, and if they're in good condition, I'll use them. But we'll go ahead and use the metal one for this one. Okay, so we need grease in this. Go ahead and put some grease inside your bearing. Spread it around with a screwdriver. Okay, put that on there. Take that excess, wipe it on your bearing. Grease inside your sprocket. Spread it around. Okay, got to line up your notch with your worm gear. Okay, there's that. Take that excess grease, it's not going to hurt nothing. Your retaining washer, and then your E-clip. Okay. Now we can do our chain brake spring. I have a tool. You can do this with a screwdriver. It's just a little bit harder. This is a special tool that grabs the post and then twists right off of it. I love it. It was $10 from Stihl. Put your chain brake band on. Disengage your chain brake like so. And that just goes in its groove. And then we can do our chain brake cover. Okay. I have this set to a certain torque. Okay, there's that. And then let's see. Let's go ahead and set that aside. We'll do the hard part right now, which is going to be getting our AV mounts into our handle. Okay, these look pretty good. I might have to replace this one. It looks a little, no, it's not too bad. Okay. This saw was a low-hour saw, it looked like. I mean, it was pretty clean, but it had established an air leak exactly right there. Unfortunately, it didn't blow up. I did replace the piston because the piston had a little bit of scoring, but the cylinder was perfectly fine. So, you know what? I didn't put my damn... See, neighbors, I missed a step. Did you dirty? Did me dirty? Did us all dirty? Okay, I don't see my flathead that I like to use for this. That's not it. Maybe it's over on the other building. No biggie. There we are. 0.325 7-tooth. Oh yeah. I don't have any more new bars for this, so I have to refurb a bar, which I hate doing, especially when they're really bad. It's a lot of work, a lot of pain, and a lot of time. But I don't have funds to buy new ones. Okay, so we're going to have 2 of these go in our handle, okay? I recommend use some kind of oil to help you. Okay, here's our first one. Alright, and that one goes in down here. And I really can't give you guys any kind of tricks with these. You just kind of got to work them in. I have a tricks to get them out, but not in. And that went pretty easy, fortunately. This is the one thing, like when I tear down saws, like Dion spent 40 minutes trying to get one of these out of a... he didn't know the plier trick, though, or the 2 screwdriver trick. Trying to get one of these out of a chassis this morning, I had no idea, and I feel really bad because I know how it is, but he got to experience the frustration I have when sometimes things just won't work. Like this is going smooth right there, that's good. This one will go in our chassis, so we will set our wrap handle aside. Again, for now, excuse me, neighbors in the back, I need the space. Okay. Yeah, where's my guys that like to say I'm on meth? Even though I'm sober, almost 3 years, guys. January 2nd will be 3 years. 3 years. No heroin, no crack, no drugs. I mean, I guess coffee's a drug, but I mean no hard drugs. Okay, see that one's not quite going as easy. Just got to get it worked in here a little bit. I have a little bent screwdriver here to help with this. I just have the tip bent just a little bit. It helps grab that AV mount and pull it through. Okay, there's that one. And then, okay, I already put the one on the handle, I guess. I don't know why they do this. These always melt like that, but at least it holds it in better. Okay, so now we've got some other things to do. We'll go ahead and do our fuel line. I got a brand new impulse hose here. I like to put just a little bit of Yamabond on the brass fitting back here. And arthritis and carpal tunnel and everything sucks, neighbors. And I have some candy while I work, bosses. You guys know you're my bosses. Well, I guess the members are my bosses. And nobody's bought merch yet, so yeah, anyways. This is my job. YouTube, I want YouTube to be like my job. Because I'm tired of working on saws and hurting all the time. I love working on saws, don't get me wrong, but I'm tired of the pain it's causing me. Okay. And that just helps. Helps that hose stay on there. Okay, get that there. Kind of just work it onto our nipple here. Here we are. It needs to go more. There we go. That's all the way on. Now we can get our fuel line in. I thought my fuel line was right here. Are you neighbors sitting on it? I had my fuel line right here. Damn it, where'd it go? It was right here. It was right here, neighbors. Shit. There it is. Okay. And then I couldn't find my seal all. So, I'm going to use the old Moto Permatex here that we felt might be causing air leaks, because this is just like a little safety insurance thing. Because the gasoline over time causes this rubber to become like loose and stuff and more pliable. And if air's getting into your tank and escaping from your tank where it's not supposed to, it's a problem. So feed that in. Okay, the flat side goes to the left there. And just kind of work that grommet in one side and then push it the other way. Clean that up. Boy, I thought I had more paper towels down here. There they are. Okay, here we go. You guys doing okay? You're not dying? You don't need life support yet? Okay, we got our tank man over here that will go in after our handle. Let's see. We'll go ahead and do our coil next. Okay. Shit. See, that's the other thing. Did myself dirty again, guys. Did you dirty? It is easier, this shroud, to put your coil on your chassis. The only problem with that is if you have your shroud on your motor and your coil on before you mount your motor. Shit. Did I do that right? Yeah, this isn't. I've been doing so many freaking 390s lately and 029s that I'm like, that's what's in my mind. The assembly of that is a little bit different. They're very similar, but it's still different. I think I didn't just finish my sentence. Oh yeah, your motor can be harder, no, but that's on the 290s as well. Okay, that mounts to your motor there. That's going to go there. And there. Where's my guy that said, I'll never watch your videos if you're going to be smacking your lips? Okay, I didn't want that to snap. That is one I'm going to feel by hand just to see where it's at. Yeah, it needs a little bit more. Okay, there we are. That's good. Okay. And then this goes on either side of your coil. It doesn't matter. Okay. I really should Loctite the coil though. Come on. Damn. Oh, shit. Almost dropped my drill, guys. I'm trying to block everything out, like my pain, and my financial issues, and my being lonely issues. I've been single for 10 years, you guys. Actually, like 12. Barely been on any dates. I dated, well, I guess you could call it dating a girl for like 2 months a couple years ago, but that's it. And I haven't laid with a woman in, I don't know, too many years. Way too many years, honestly. Okay, now we got to do our flywheel so that we can set our air gap and tighten those bolts down all the way. Put your flywheel on. Line the key up. Get our 13 mil flywheel nut there. Okay. Here we are. Now, I have my tool. I love this thing. It's easier than a business card to me, but you can use a business card right here instead of the tool. There's my information, neighbors. I don't have time to do the thing I normally do. Love you. Make sure that's against our thing there. Sometimes they're stiff. Okay, again, these are ones I'm going to check by hand. Okay, very good. Very, very good. Okay, here we go. Get that out. Let's see, what should we do next, neighbors? Shall we put our rear handle on? I'm looking at what we got. We're getting close, you guys. Getting very close. Okay, we're getting there. Put some press oil on this. I like the placement of this wire grommet better on the 1127 series. It's down here, and it is a bitch almost always to get that thing in. I can't stand it. Okay, work that under there. And this one is the hardest one, so hopefully it doesn't give me too many issues. I don't know why the spike's still on this saw, but it makes this harder too. Okay. Sorry about the grunting, neighbors. I hurt really bad. Trying to figure out how I'm going to hire a lawyer and everything. It's so discouraging when over 100 people tell me to start a GoFundMe to help pay his bills and pay the lawyer, his medical bills and the lawyer, and then only 2 people donate. And the 2 people that donated didn't even tell me to start the GoFundMe. It's hard, you guys. I'm sorry. It's hard. I don't know what I'm doing so wrong on the channel. I really don't. I don't know what I'm doing so wrong. I see other guys that do the type of stuff I do, and they're getting tens of thousands of views, and I'm like, what am I doing wrong? You know, I'm doing good content, similar stuff. I mean, I guess maybe it's because I just do a lot more assembly shit. I don't know. Don't know what I'm doing wrong. That's why I need you guys' feedback, if anybody's still here. I know the view duration on my longer videos, the average view duration is really low. It's usually like 8 or 9 minutes, if that. Sometimes it's only 2 or 3. I told you these are a nightmare. Oh, I had it. Damn it, you bastard. Come on. There we are. Excellent. Get that through our fuel line through. Get our impulse hose up here. Or, I'm sorry, our intake boot up there. We'll go ahead and get that worked all the way through. I am using pliers just because I'm in a hurry. I'm just going to be very careful, though, as I always am with intake boots. Because when I'm not, they rip. When I'm frustrated and I'm not careful with them, I rip them. And they're expensive to replace because I won't use aftermarket intake boots. Damn. There we are with that. Okay, now our impulse hose needs to be hooked up. Where are my long pointy pliers? And I could have put something on that nipple, but I forgot. Not a big deal. It's not like it's required or even called for. Just something I like to do, so my neighbor's stuff lasts them longer. It's less likely to blow up on them. Okay, there's that. Now I'm going to go ahead and put our wrap handle on to make some things easier, turning the salt and stuff now. And that's pretty self-explanatory. It just kind of lines up with everything. And then there's going to be 6 T27 screws. 4, 5, 6. There we are. Okay, where's my red drill? There it is. Two down here. I once had a job where the guys got me fired because they didn't like that I worked so fast. They said I was running us out of work, and they were right. Because back then we went through the recession there during that time. But my father always taught me that you give 100%. If your boss tells you to jump, you say how high. And then you don't just say how high, you say how high. How long would you like me to stay up there? And what am I doing when I get down, sir? That's what he taught me, so that's what I do. Okay, now we can put these in. If they don't go easy, I'll press oil them, but usually they'll go pretty easy when the AV mounts go in as easy as they did. And it helps that they're newer AV mounts. Okay, the little one goes up here. One more right here. Which now that that's done, we can get our bumper strips in. Okay, because you can't put your bumper strip in before you do that. Okay. These are brand new. I do like the black ones. They're kind of cool looking. That's all they had in this size. So I was like, all right, screw it. I'll buy them. Okay, there's that. Now, go ahead and put our spark plug in. Anti-seize. Ted Neitzel, are you there, neighbor? Of course you're there, neighbor. You see every chainsaw video and you watch it all the way. And I know you do because most of the time your comments make it obvious that you've seen the whole video. Thank you, Ted Neitzel, for all the view hours and for being so supportive of me. Love you, neighbor. You're awesome. Rob Weaver, are you there, neighbor? Did you get a notification? I'll have to send you this video and tell you that I give you a shout out. I say deep six that chip Rob Weaver a lot, you guys, because I had never heard that saying. And Rob Weaver told me one day that I needed to deep six something. And I was like, what the hell does that mean? Okay, my spark plug doesn't want to thread here. It's being an asshole. There we go. Okay. Oh, chip. Don't let me forget the pickup body, you guys. I got to do the fuel pickup body next. I've been forgetting that lately. I just knocked my little hook down that I grabbed the fuel line with. That's what reminded me. Damn. That started getting tight early, which is not a bad thing. That means the threads on that cylinder are young. Okay, there's that. Plug that biatch in. We will grab a fuel pickup body here. Where are my regular ones? Here we are. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to reach in front and block your view there. Chip. Get this out of the way. And then we're going to move this pad. Okay. And start working on some other stuff. I've got to put the recoil together yet. I've got to rebuild the carburetor. And that's about it. And then we'll put that stuff on the saw. Okay. So there's that. Let's see. That thing is stiff as hell. I must have put a new one on there already. I'll find out if it leaks or not. Okay, put that in. Yeah, that's nice and tight. That should be good. Okay, put our oil cap on. These little things just hook in this little slot down here. You put the plastic piece below the slot, hold the string in the slot with your finger, and then it will go up and clip in. Put that in. Okay, that's pretty tight, but I don't know if it's going to leak or not. Okay, get this out of... Nope, we don't want to get this out of our way. That was extra. Don't need that. Don't need that. I'm going to set the saw aside on this hook for now to get it out of our way. Next, let's go ahead and rebuild our recoil. I already got my rope ready. Okay, there's my spool. I do need to spray this one more time because it did get a little bit of rusty from the ultrasonic. I didn't get it sprayed quite good enough. I think it will be fine. I might end up, for sake of the video, I might end up doing this, redoing this again, but just so you guys can see, and so we're doing the full assembly, I will go ahead and do it, because that spring is a little bit rusty looking to me. So before you put your spool in, you want to put your rope in, feed your rope through there. There's a little hole in the bottom that you can use a tool to help you push the rope through, okay? I need a pick, that's not working, that's too thick. Okay, take you a pick and just push your rope through, pull it through, tie a knot in the end, okay, and then just help your knot seal by, where's my lighter, damn, don't see my lighter, so I'll use the torch. Help your knot seal by burning the end of it, and I like to get it nice and melted, damn, almost burnt my finger, and just push it against my knot, like so, okay. Pull that through, make sure it goes all the way in, okay, and then your spool needs to grab your spring right there. Let me dry that off. And I'm going to go ahead and grease this just for now, because I don't know, I might replace this with, given the surface, it's just surface rust, but I still don't know yet. And then I like to grease the post always. It depends on the model, as I've said before, whether I put grease down with the spring or not. Because some of them, too much dirt and grime gets in there, and that just turns the grease into sandpaper. Okay? But on others, not a lot of dirt and grime gets down there, and so grease helps the longevity of it. Okay, so set your spool in, and then your washer goes on. Okay? I also do me a dabble of grease in the little hole for the paw. Just because, I mean, it's friction, and if it's not going to get a bunch of grit in there, it won't turn into sandpaper friction. And so that just increases the longevity of that part. Okay, there's that. And then this one, I always do this backwards. Not always, but a lot. This has to go a certain way for the thing to slide in and out. Okay, that goes on the post like so. And then go ahead and start rewinding this. Got to keep the twist out of your rope if you do it this way. This is just I find this to be the easiest way for me. Okay, I think we're pretty close there. So, I will check it. I'm not going to put the handle on yet. I want to see how much of this spools up. Okay, I think we need to go one more twist. I did put a lot of rope on this, but we need to go one more twist. Okay, there we are. I think that's going to be perfect. And then I'm going to do this. Take this handle right here, slide it through, tie you a knot. Wish I had my lighter, because for this part I kind of need my lighter. I can't start the torch unless I let go of something. Well, let's see, neighbors. Here we go. Yeah, see, and the bottom of my torch is bent, so it doesn't stand up very well. There we are. Check that. Very good. We'll set that aside. That can go on in a minute. Okay, don't forget our tank vent here. Bring our carburetor over. I've got most of my carb parts. I couldn't remember if this is a big inlet needle or a small inlet needle. I buy stuff in bulk, so that's why it's not a carb kit. Sometimes it's carb kits and sometimes it's not. Okay, get my drill set up here. You guys doing okay? Damn, we're at an hour already. I was hoping to have this done within an hour max. Of course, the 10-minute intro didn't help. in the pausing, so it's really probably been an hour and a half. That means it's 4 a.m. now. I'm tired as fuck, honestly. But I just figure, gotta get stuff done. I'm just waiting on parts for some of the stuff on the whiteboard. I did more Jimbus's saw today. Jimbus, your saw is almost done, neighbor. I got footage coming up on it real soon. More footage on it. Okay. Screen doesn't look that bad. Where's my car parts cleaner? Watch your eyeballs, neighbors. I've shown you guys a lot of times how to clean these, what ports to spray in, so sorry I'm not showing you that part. I just am in a rush. Okay, that doesn't want to come off. When these are stuck, I recommend you work hard to get it started good, getting it off, so you don't have to sit there and sandpaper everything. Because once it starts sticking, that's it, you're screwed. The whole thing's going to peel everywhere. Just taking a knife flat, as easy as I can. There we are, only had a little tiny spot stick. Not too bad. Okay, there's that. And I'm not ultrasonic in this for sake of time. I don't even know if I will end up using this carburetor or not. It just so happened it's been on my bench for weeks. Okay, seat looks pretty good. Damn, I wish I could find my gray flathead, man. I don't know where it is. I really need that flathead. I love it for carburetors. I just want to take my screw out. This has only got one screw, newer saw. Damn, freaking one screw carbs, I hate them. Okay, spray that out. Watch your eyes, guys. Very good. No obvious plugging of the carb at all. Okay, everything's flowing good. Okay, put our inlet screw back in. I should have checked where it was. Because I always like to check where these things are out of curiosity where people had it set. But since I don't know, okay, half, 1, 1 1/4, actually 1 1/2. That's 1 1/4 there. We'll start with that. Okay, so it is the small inlet needle. And I have that right here, neighbors. No fret. Here's our inlet needle, neighbors. Okay. Metering lever and wrist pin are probably fine. I don't know that I have that wrist pin or that metering lever anyways. And spring seems fine. I only replace those stuff if I still have problems after I've rebuilt the saw and I boil it down to a fuel delivery issue. Oh, chip. Okay, this is the new one. Okay, so put our spring in here. Spring. Grab our metering lever with the wrist pin in it. Hang our inlet needle from it. And just kind of give it a shot here. Shoot the gap. Whoops. There we are. Hold that in. Where'd our little screw go for that? There it is. Gotta love magnetic bits. Okay, I'll put a link in the description down below for you for this. This is Zimmer or Walbro on this tool. So we want to look where Walbro WT, and we are checking the height of our metering lever. So you put that on your carburetor body, and as you can see, it's not quite flush. It needs to come up just a little bit to touch that metering lever. Okay, so how you do that is you hold this end down and bring that up just a tiny hair. Okay, just a tiny bit, and then check it again, because if it's too low, your saw is not going to get enough fuel. If it's too high, your saw is going to flood out. Okay, I like it. Now the last thing I do is I just want to make sure my inlet needle does lift up. It does. Okay. So I'll give you a link for that tool for both the Walbro and the Zama one. where you can purchase it from me on eBay, or you can just email me if you want any parts that you ever see me using. It means I most likely have it available to sell to you, even if it's not on eBay. You'll save about 13 to 20% if you email or call me and tell me the part you want, because eBay's fees are insane. Plus, you're tax exempt with me. Because I don't make enough money to have to pay the taxes. So, okay, next. I'm tired. I'm losing my focus. I'm thinking. Your gasket goes on first on your metering side. Sorry that I'm eating gummies, you guys, but I've been chain smoking like crazy and I need to quit again. Okay, and then grab the right cover, dummy. And grab your cover. Okay, get that nice and centered where it needs to be. Set your screws in there. Turn them with turn or so, is what I do with my fingers. Whoops. Okay. Wow, damn. Alright, then we'll tighten them down. Don't want to go all the way tight yet. You just want to snug the first corners. Okay, crisscross them. And you don't want to over tighten this, because you will concave this. I say this a lot, but you will concave this, and this will be raised up right here, and your carburetor will have an air leak. And what do air leaks do to our chainsaws, neighbors? Tell me in the comments down below. If you've been on this channel a long time, you should know what I say about air leaks. Okay? They come to what? I want to hear in the comments. Who's here? Damn, why did I just grab that? Because I want my gray one. My body is killing me. I hurt so bad I just want to go to bed. But I can't. Because I'll go lay down and I'll start stressing out. So I'd rather hang out with you guys and stress out with you. And have more people leave the channel, because I tell you guys my feelings about certain stuff. Like how I'm struggling with not selling merchandise. That's why I need you guys' feedback. Please tell me what I'm doing wrong. Please tell me why you don't want to buy my chip. I know a couple of you can't afford it. So, neighbor that's thinking that right now, don't say something that you can't afford it. I already know. It's okay, neighbor. You know who you are. Love you, neighbor. It's nighttime, right? There's your hint of who I'm talking to. Damn, I can't get this in. Damn it. Story of my life. Can't get it in the hole. Don't normally have that much trouble getting one of those on, and it's still not on. Damn, there we go. Okay, put our screw in. Almost there, you guys. Almost there. Just a couple more minutes. Stay strong, troopers. Whoever's still here, stay strong with me. Don't leave. We're almost there. We're almost there. Don't leave. Please don't leave if anybody's still here. Get our saw back over here. Yeah, there she is, baby. This is a pretty 250. Okay. We will go ahead and put our grommet on here. Oh, I got to plug my wire in. Chip. And I got to go next door and get an air filter. Damn it. Okay, there's that. That's the only thing I won't have is the air filter, you guys, because I don't want to pause you again. And we can go ahead and put our carburetor on. Okay, there we are. Then we can put our tank vent on. Where'd you go, tank vent? You guys see the tank vent anywhere? There it is. Put our tank vent on. And get our grommet on. Well, Chip, this is the wrong grommet. Damn it. Maybe not. It should work for this carburetor. That's why I said I don't know if I'm using this carburetor. I do believe it's from a newer 025, not a 250. I mean, it's the same thing, but if the grommet doesn't line up, it's no good. The grommet doesn't even want to go in all the way. There we go. It does line up, but it doesn't go all the way to the screw. But that doesn't matter. And then we can go ahead. I don't have an air filter housing either. Damn, does he have one down here? Oh no, that's the other style air filter. Well, check, neighbors. I'll go ahead and put my throttle on. You just hook your throttle lever. Just hook it on your carburetor. Like so. Okay. And then I'm weak, so I have to use this to push it in. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, we're gonna have to tweak that. I don't want to stop with things. I just want to finish this assembly, and I'll work all the little stuff out later. Okay, and then this plugs in over here. And then a lot of people don't know that little slot there, it does have a purpose. Your wire goes in there, neighbors. Okay, so then we can put our recoil on. Oh shit, that's the other thing. Did myself dirty. I didn't get recoil screws. Like I said, I have a lot of Dion has just not been here mentally, and he's been making a lot of mistakes, and it's costly, but you know, we're all human beings, and he's got a lot on his plate, just like I do. So let me grab some screws. I'm just grabbing them from that 025, which is the next saw I'm building. So it's unfortunate because now I'll go have to hunt hardware down for that, which I don't really have to hunt it down. I've got tons of hardware for these saws. Okay, get our T27 again. Yeah, Chet, I don't have a collar either. Damn, I am just messy, messy, messy. Okay, there's going to be a couple little things missing here, you guys, but... So I can't officially call this a full assembly. I guess we'll have to try again with the 025 maybe. Maybe I'll bring you another full assembly video with that 025. So I can only put 3 in. And that's pretty much it. I mean, oh, our muffler. Okay, we got our muffler here with our heat shield and our gasket, damn it. And bolts that are coming out. Okay. So you put your gasket against your muffler on this model. And then this little heat shield, cooling plate they call it. I mean, same thing, heat shield, cooling plate. I suppose it's the same thing. Ah, damn, that bolt does not want to go through. I spent like an hour, 2, or maybe 3 hours getting the muffler out of this because I did not want to cut it open. Because I discovered it's been a long... Oh, wow, I've got it backwards. Son of a biscuit nugget. Okay, that's okay. The problem is one of these collars is loose. And so, yeah, it's this one. Okay. Oh, I got it. Damn. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm tired. Can't think straight now. Damn it. That's okay. Sorry, guys. I'm just tired. Okay, so now, let's just do this. See, again, been working on different models, and you get something in your head that is similar but not quite the same, and you mess up. But that's okay. Not too bad. I mean, roughly an hour. If I didn't have all the mess ups on this saw, probably would have been assembled completely in an hour. Maybe less. Okay, so I'm going to have to use a pick to try and get, because this collar inside came loose on me. And I don't like to, son of a bitch, it's not going to go through. I had to screw it in this way. Please go. Wow, why do we not have no room on these bolts? Okay, that's a tight one. Yeah, I forget what I was saying. Sorry, neighbors. I don't know that my nuts are going to grab anything here. My nuts are going to grab anything. Okay. They did start to grab. That's good. Okay, good. This is an aftermarket muffler, and I like taking the baffle out, but the collars, these things here, I don't like them being out because they give the muffler structure. And if you think they're not there, as you tighten these screws, you're gonna just be crushing your muffler. And then, in my opinion, it doesn't seal up against the cylinder. And realistically, you don't want an air leak between your cylinder and your muffler. Is it going to blow your saw up? Unlikely. Is it going to cause your saw not to run peak performance? Absolutely. Because you're not getting the proper airflow. It's trying to escape out the gasket there, the seam there, and the front of the muffler instead of just the front of the muffler. And so your saw is not getting the air out the way it should. Okay, I don't want to strip these out, but I do need them tight. Okay, that's good. There we are. I have to do the bar, but there's this. Oh, I got my choke lever over there too. Don't let me forget that, neighbors. Okay, there's these. And this is a long-ass video. 1 hour and 10 minutes so far. Woo! Damn, could have been 1 hour if I didn't have a 10-minute intro, you guys. It takes so long to set all that stuff up, but that is how I used to assemble saws. I set the whole thing up like that on my bench, but I don't, it's hard to do in here because it's such a small bench, and then I have to move all kinds of stuff around. Okay, so there's that. And then I didn't have no carburetor screws. And then here is our air filter cover, which is a Pharmatech, but it looks prettier than my other ones. And it's just a piece of plastic that doesn't have any heat near it. So I think it's just fine to use it. And it will clip into the air filter housing. That's it. I want to. Okay, there's my info. Here's my business. Well, alleged business. Should call it a hobby. I'm not really a business. Here's me. Here's my phone number. Here's where we are right now. Or here's my email. Here's where we are right now. Here's some of the shit I do. And here's my address. Please don't come shoot up my house. Till next time, neighbors. Be kind to one another. Everyone's facing a battle.